State College, Pennsylvania, as we'll see a team from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop-to-that return at the 22. So Penn State's offense will get the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. They lose.
All by himself down the middle. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Temple's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The offense changing the play. Dances away. Now he'll turn one loose back. Ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Wants to keep it in the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Temple lines up quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Playing defensive back to me is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports.
I'm an idiot.
You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete
the
who
whole
knows
entire
where he's
time.
going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference.
I said
That
I'm
DB
here
right there did an
to
incredible job.
rebuild.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella.
I'm here to rebuild what Franklin couldn't do.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How does he kick?
It's
I don't
good.
understand.
Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick.
For the record, man, I just did another stream before, and I knew I had
drive, they're set to kick it away.
Rarely I even don't have my mic playing this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Good boy.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Pitt is not
the
back
Nittany
there.
Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a
Are you
few
doing
yards to go.
Outdoor hockey game? No.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time he
personally, I was
finally,
like, they did have a public skating time, but I don't really have
sitting
my own
right at
skates
the 30.
anymore.
It'll be third and short.
Shoot up, if you know what I mean.
Using his legs.
Oh, of course, so the gap opens
They
up.
stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz.
Yeah,
that time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
I don't think I'm gonna do very good right now because I just got over
Lions will try to move the sticks on
and
fourth
everything.
down.
My luck hasn't been great right about now, or this week. Like snow.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football.
This is why you're not on my team. This is why you're leaving me, because you can't catch these balls.
Down and come up bankrupt. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Okay, they're holding.
Quickly to the tight end.
You're holding.
He's got
You're holding.
space.
You're holding.
He's
holding
out of
penalty.
bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
I was going to talk about how Pitt sucks, but even though they have totally won in my series, I
A
think
very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
My recent season, but I doubt that would ever happen in my life.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Punt is on its way. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
How is
instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Really good coverage on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line.
I don't think they're going to see her anymore.
Looking for room. It's James. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the grab. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The offense set for a first down play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Looking to throw on first down. Line out trying to get in.
God.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be
For the
played.
record,
I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
I don't think Campbell will make a mistake.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is currently ahead in this one,
Wow,
but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout
Oh,
today
really?
in Tallahassee.
Oh, really? Well, they haven't won the game yet, so let's quiet that
Just
down.
another week of college football where we've
Except for
come
the
to
fact that my
expect
blockers
the
can't block.
unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last
Funny
one.
part
They
is
need 8
they're
on
all
second down.
stars, or at least they should be elite. No. This
Just a short pass
my
to
tight
the
end's
tight
elite.
end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well,
We've reached a break, and
I
Penn
don't know
State
what
is on
it is
top.
doing
And we've
right
reached
now.
the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
they have more passing. Come on, Penn State, man.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
We shut them off in the beginning of this game.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man. It's Reed.
Oh my
That
God!
pass is
Who
well
is?
off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert
I saw
on
that.
third down.
75, bro.
Defense did a great
He didn't
job.
block.
Third and short on the opponent's
He
side
didn't
of the
even
field.
block.
They're expecting
Not a
quick
flinch.
throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I'm gonna have to pick it because for some reason
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40.
We should get this easy.
On fourth down, going to the air.
They have a penalty.
Near the sticks. It's
It's on
Denver.
us.
Big
Lord,
pickup before he goes out of bounds, but
You
there
had
is
to make
a
a penalty.
flag. We'll
You
have
had
to
to
see
make
if
a
it
penalty.
stands.
Refs, why are you against me every game? It seems like you love to
What
call
an
a hold.
unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. All wideouts, no backs.
I mean, you got a point, okay? I will say one thing. They do call penalties like that for some
going
reason.
right to work up top.
No.
It's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Owls moving quickly to the line.
But this
On
wouldn't
third
be.
and long, trying to have a big completion here.
I don't know
Setting up the
about.
screen.
See, I
They'll
don't
make
know
the
how
stop
they would
about
be
3
safe.
yards short of the first down.
Because I've always been like
Temple lining up to
last
punt
time
it
I
away.
played. Literally, the score was so high scoring game. Like it was like 5. Or was it 50?
Wants to
50,
return.
like 40 something. Oh my god.
He only needs a
Oh my god.
Very little will
I was
make a
trying to-
crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought
We
them
didn't
to
get
their
the
feet
captain
on
on
that
it.
one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep
For
in
the
their own
record,
territory,
I don't
hoping this
have
drive will
correct
be more
rosters on
productive.
my side.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast
Imagine
decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to
every
do right
second.
away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
We're still
yeah.
in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there.
Oh, like,
He's playing so
do this,
well
huh?
with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Why are you
Slings it downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
To the air on 1st down.
Oh.
On target over the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got him. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of
He
downs.
shouldn't be in this play. Why is he in this play?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still running at the 40. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it from the red zone. Keeps looking downfield. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pulls it in. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It's James. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense calls a timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Temple lines up quickly. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
Picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
He never gets in front.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made it pay.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fires downfield.
No.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options.
Touchdown, Owls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over.
It's not working.
By a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires.
There's no way this man is waiting.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can sway swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
None of my guys.
Throws for the tight end.
None of my guys are
A
there,
strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding
right
to
in
your
that
lead
zone.
and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown.
I'm pretty sure that man was inside his zone.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Owls are in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle here for the offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd knows when to bring it. Grab behind the line.
Yeah, you
it's
can't do that all.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's James. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Fires on the move. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he'll be marked down, but what a way to come up with that interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it
breaks away on the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. power football with the run.
No.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I hate it too.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel, oh, he's got some space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Temple lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the...
There he goes! Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires left. Right on target this time. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the head.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 4 over the Red Hawks of Miami. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. What a cut. Now he's loose. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Owls will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Third down play from the gun. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Temple lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Trying play action. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Denmark. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, it's Martin. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails from the back of the end zone. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Temple lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
And just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Can you do that?
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They go to the draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look